Hi there, YouTubers. This video is kind of a response video to Manic Mark. He showed a video the other day where he picked up some screws and things like that from a site that he was working on, I think. And I asked him about whether they used Robertsons or square heads in the States for screws and screwdrivers. And he wasn't that familiar with them, it seemed. But the Robertson screwdriver and screws in Canada are probably the most popular and very efficient and logical, and the perfect screw and screwdriver for any job here. And this is your standard flathead screwdriver, which is the one that you see probably most frequently, but it's also very difficult to use if you don't have the right size flathead, and it's kind of hard to keep the screw on the end of the screwdriver. If you buy a set of screwdrivers, you also have the Phillips head, which is like a four-pointed star in a way. And these are most frequently in use where I use them, at least on the stereo equipment. To open and close cases and stuff, it's usually the Phillips screwdriver. But in Canada, and I don't know if this is unique to Canada, but you have the Robertson. The Robertson number 1, 2, 3, 1 being the smallest one. And these are square head screwdrivers. This is number 3. Square heads. And the screws are like this. If you can see this properly. But the head of the screw has a square notch in it. And these are 2-inch screws. I think the one on the left is brass, the one on the right is just a standard screw. And but they come in all shapes, sizes, widths, whatever, and it's the most commonly used screw in Canada for the best of reasons. I think these are number 2s. I mean, the square head of the screwdriver fits into the square hole in the top of the screw, and you can hold them like this basically. It's perfect. It's a perfect fit. So it's easy to screw things in anywhere with these, or to unscrew, whatever. It's fantastic. You could take a drill, like I have here. Back the camera up a bit here. You can put it on the end of the drill into a bit, like a bit with the Robertson thing in here. Away it goes. Turn it backwards, you unscrew it. So any project that Canadians do at home, they always buy these Robertson screws and screwdrivers. Nobody, I don't think hardly anybody ever buys Phillips or flathead screws to do anything in Canada. These are just the most efficient screws and screwdrivers around, and if they aren't available everywhere in the world, especially America, then I'm just totally amazed. But someone told me that they aren't at one time. I'll show you another little tool here, a little gadget. I went to England back in the 80s, and they didn't have carpet knives, or hook knives I think they're also called. No one had ever seen one of these over there. I mean, maybe hijackers for planes or something, but this is one of the most fantastic tools. I don't know how common they are in Canada. We used to, remember back in the 70s when I first started, I was working in a warehouse when I really discovered these. And for boxes, for tearing up boxes, these knives are almost indestructible. You can sharpen them. I mean, this one is very well used. Although I haven't seen these in the stores lately. But I think I have 3 of them left. And we used to just use these all the time for almost anything. For opening, cutting, whatever. It's just one of the most handy little tools you can find. Thank you for watching, everyone.